The sun's rays beat down on the vast ocean. Heat warms the surface. A tiny droplet, barely visible to the eye, feels the change. It starts to shake and vibrate. The warmth gives it energy. This energy allows the droplet to break free from its watery home. It transforms into an invisible vapor, lighter than air. This vapor, our tiny traveler, begins to rise. The journey upwards is slow at first, but the sun continues to warm the air, creating an updraft. The vapor, caught in this current, ascends higher and higher. The world below shrinks as it climbs. The ocean, once its entire world, becomes a vast blue canvas. As the vapor ascends, the air grows colder. This cooling effect causes the tiny vapor molecules to slow down. They lose energy and begin to huddle together for warmth. They are no longer independent, but part of a growing mass of moisture. This is the beginning of a cloud, a visible testament to the invisible journey of our little droplet. High above the earth, the air is alive with activity. Countless water vapor molecules, each on their own journey, collide and coalesce. They form larger and larger droplets, clinging together around microscopic particles in the air. This process, called condensation, is essential for cloud formation. As more and more droplets gather, the cloud grows in size. It transforms from a wisp of white to a puffy cumulus, a majestic sight against the blue sky. Within this cloud, our droplet is no longer alone. It is part of a vast community, constantly bumping and merging with its neighbors. The cloud, carried by winds, travels across the sky. It might drift over mountains, forests, or deserts, carrying our droplet along on its journey. The droplet, once a part of the ocean, now contributes to the ever-changing patterns of the sky, a silent traveler in a constantly moving world. Inside the cloud, the droplet continues to grow. It merges with countless others, becoming heavier with each passing moment. Eventually, it becomes too heavy to stay aloft. Gravity, the silent force that governs the universe, pulls it back towards the earth. The droplet begins its descent, joining countless others in a rush towards the surface. The form this descent takes depends on the temperature of the air below. If the air is warm, the droplet will fall as rain, a refreshing shower that nourishes the land. If the air is cold, however, the droplet will freeze. It might transform into a delicate snowflake, each one unique in its intricate design. Or it could become part of a hailstone, a frozen pellet of ice that can range in size from a small pea to a large grapefruit. Section 4. Pathways on land, rivers, lakes, and groundwater. When our droplet finally reaches the earth, its journey is far from over. It might land on a leaf, clinging precariously to the edge before rolling off onto the ground. Or it could fall directly into a river, joining the rush of water as it carves its way through the landscape. From the mountains, our droplet might flow into a stream, then a larger river, eventually reaching the vastness of a lake. It could spend years residing in this freshwater body, a haven for fish, birds, and other aquatic life. Alternatively, the droplet might seep into the ground, infiltrating the soil and rocks below. It becomes part of the groundwater, a hidden reservoir that sustains life in even the driest of environments. This groundwater might resurface miles away, feeding a spring, a well, or a lush oasis in the desert. Section 5. The unending journey. A cycle of renewal. No matter where the droplet lands, its journey is not a one-way trip. The sun's energy will eventually cause it to evaporate once again, rising back into the atmosphere to begin the cycle anew. This is the water cycle, a continuous process of evaporation, condensation, precipitation, and collection. Our droplet, once a tiny part of the ocean, has now played a role in countless ecosystems. It has nourished plants, quenched the thirst of animals, and shaped the very landscape itself. And it will continue to do so, endlessly cycling through the environment, a symbol of the interconnectedness of all living things. The journey of a single water droplet is a testament to the power and beauty of nature. It is a story of transformation, resilience, and the interconnectedness of life on Earth. And it is a reminder that even the smallest of things can play a vital role in the grand scheme of things.